Alrighty, so this is the player perspective review for P3 Legion Commander. Alright, starting items, lots of regen, 2 sets of tangos and a salve, excellent, Quelling Blade, pretty standard. 2 branches, going to go into a wand, it's good. The mango, that's fine. Nothing special here. Wand going into phase boots, looks like a good build here. I imagine you're going either blink or Blade Mail after that. Setting up here on the far side of the trees as opposed to looking over the river is good. So you guys basically don't stare at the other team across. They have a Murano, so there's obviously going to be some sort of arrow play coming out at the beginning. Alright, Razor's getting jumped, so at this point, I talked about this already on the OD. Either Razor's already dead, which kind of looks like he is. You guys need to back out, or you go and help. So he died. Looks like you guys started to come over and then left. OD should be using that time to go block the camp. You hiding by the towers, fine. Try not to get killed the second time.
Let's shake things up.
Slight disadvantage here, but that's fine. So you guys are still going to try and fight for one of the runes, which is iffy. Okay, no. You look at one guy and you get scared and you leave. That was weird. So I'm not really sure what the point of that was, but okay.
I'll give them a drubbing they'll not soon forget.
You got Q first, which is interesting. So you're up against 2, what will actually be 3 ranged heroes. So you're not going to get the heroes on top of each other standing in the lane. So I would have prioritized your passive and your W. But it's just me. I don't think you're going to get a lot of really good Q nukes where 2 or 3 heroes are going to be right next to 5 or 6 creeps. That'd be great if they are, but I don't expect it to happen. So there's a bit of a late nuke there, and you're dead at this point because you see 3. And for some reason, the Avenge fights to the death.
Magic is an abomination.
So yeah, bad trade. P3 for P5, but whatever. You guys are tri-lanings. Should be fine. OD finally gets out of the wave here and plays on the side. So something earlier was that you missed that deny. That was easy. Missed that deny. That was easy. Last hit also missed. Okay, it's not good for your equilibrium here. You're gonna miss this one, definitely. Yeah, this is not great. So you're pulling that creep back, but I don't know why, because you're just doing less damage to these creeps. You nuke to secure a melee, which isn't great, but you do get the range. That's good. Okay, so you didn't go for that, so the range creep is going to fall while you're running away from the stun. And now while you're standing out here, you're not even in experience range, so the stun doesn't last longer or anything if you're close or something, so there's no reason to really run away from it. And by getting that far out of the wave, you lost what little bit of experience you could have gotten from the couple creeps there. It's good OD's playing on the side now as opposed to standing in the wave, but you're still not aggroing back enough. You need to aggro this creep. Okay, got it. This is one of your Q times. Right there when you get 2 heroes and 5 right there, that was your Q. So if you had queued up there while Avenge was in range, you might have gotten a kill on him. Now it sounds like you're queuing onto the gyro by himself, so you get 1 hero and maybe 5 or 6 creeps instead of 2 heroes. And really the hero damage is the most important part of that, even though it's low here. Your support's probably dead, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Yeah, and of course he's doing all of his damage on Venge, who's in the back, so you can't get that person. We'll go back and see if there's a chance here. Alright. So right about here, when OD harasses the Venge one more time, this is the circle you want to get. Really right on that Venge. So if you throw your Q where the circle is right here and it just basically clips the Venge and all the creeps, that's going to be more useful than getting it onto the gyro. Or right there, you get the 2 heroes. That's probably the best part. But you are kind of in a weird position where the creeps are up here, your support fights over here. You ran like all the way down here, and now you're like playing on the other side of these trees, which doesn't make any sense because being a melee hero, you can't do anything in this fight now, and you're like a super far distance here. You ran around the trees to buff the OD. You can run, through these trees. You have a quelling blade, so you should actually be cutting some of these middle trees down so that you and the OD can kind of jump back and forth and dodge through them, and get better vision to watch the arrows coming in. I don't think I've seen you quell any of these trees over here. And then now you're going to be out of range. So this is really the perfect moment where if you throw the Q right here, you get 2 heroes and probably 2, maybe 3 creeps. But you're going to miss that. And so that was your chance really to get the Venge. Now you're going to Q here, which is still good. It's a lot of creeps, but it's too little too late. And then of course if you'd saved it, you would have had a 3 hero Q right here instead of just the 1 hero Q on the gyro. Alright, so he's dead, you run away, and you catch up later on the last hits, but right now this is terrible. 18-4, and I don't think that's all because of the tri-lane. A lot of it's the tri-lane's really bad. Good nuke to secure the range creep, but otherwise it shouldn't be this ridiculous. So now we move the ogre over. Of course they break the tri-lane, so this is where you catch up. You gotta deny that. Okay, I don't even think you were clicking on that guy because you were running here. Alright, good. Needs to hit the Venge to break the clarity. Okay, good Q, and he's gone. And I think the OD feeds to try and kill him. Alright. And the ogre dies too. Alright, so both supports die to not get the kill on the carry. Just bad stuff. No, you need to stay there and deny that creep. There's no reason for you to run that far. So when you're aggroing the creeps back, you run too far away. All you need to do is just right-click the enemy hero, get the creeps to start running towards you, and that's it. You don't have to run like this gigantic loop away from them. You only need to aggro them so that they start peeling off the creeps. Okay, freebies. These are all good. Deny, good. Alright, so when you're uncontested, you're getting all the last hits, it looks like. Nope, that was a freebie. Kind of did like the animation cancel. Okay, that was good. Bring these back. There's no reason for you to tank this here. You got 2 heroes coming in, yeah. Perfect equilibrium right in front of the tower. This is ideal. You need to stop hitting these though. So you brought the creep wave back to where you're in perfect position. Here's the tower. The tower aggro range is probably an arc like this. So this line is absolutely fucking perfect. The problem is you're now auto-attacking these creeps for no reason. And I don't understand why. So, with these 2 creeps, they've got an extra range creep, that's fine. If you want to nuke out one of the range creeps while the heroes disappear, that's cool. But you're basically cutting down the melee line for nothing. So now these creeps are going to die too early, and then your creeps are going to push in. And I think the equilibrium is going to push somewhere up here. So the next creep wave is like way up here somewhere. And I think you're nuking this wave down early for nothing. You're already full on health, so you're not trying to like aggro to get lifesteal or anything, so I'm not sure what the point is here. Yeah, see, now you're pushing this wave up. You were pushing this wave way too hard. So now, rather than have the creeps down here somewhere, you've pushed them up a little bit. And again, the difference between here and here isn't that much, but there was no reason to give them that. Because if you were defending and attacking creeps way down here, that makes it so much harder for the Mirana arrows or the Venge swaps to come in down this narrow bridge here. Whereas now, if you're on this side, someone can come from these trees, an arrow can cross over these trees without you seeing. It's just, there's no reason to give up this space. You push the lane for no reason. I missed that deny there. So with you and OD, someone could have gotten that deny. I don't know what that Q was for because it didn't look like it got anything. Okay, OD's off to die or do something. And you're just auto-attacking a lot. See, again, like, why are you auto-attacking these creeps here so much? There's no reason for you to continuously do that. When this fight is going on over here, if you don't want to help with that fight, that's fine. But just stand here and then wait for the creeps to wear each other down and then take the last hit. There's no reason for you to push this wave further and further. You keep trying to push this wave out by auto-attacking. Okay, see, now this creep wave is going to start running way off to who knows where. And see, now you're in a terrible position. So this creep wave and the last creep wave were basically uncontested. Gyro and Venge have been off doing this other thing, and honestly, OD's been doing a great job at this point of sort of keeping them harassed out on the side area so that you can free farm. You've caught up on last hits, so Gyro was like 5 times your last hits or something ridiculous. Now you're only 3 short, so you're basically even with the Gyro, but you've had absolute uncontested farm for this whole stretch. But the thing is, you had creeps right here at the end of this brick path, and now you've pushed them way the fuck up here, and you're just you're just giving away a huge advantage in creep equilibrium. Like this early in the lane, the difference in the creeps being way up here and way down here is huge. And there were a lot of extra right clicks that you didn't need. And I know I'm hammering this a lot, but don't auto attack creeps if you don't need to. There's absolutely no reason to do it at this point. You don't have a siege creep with you. You know, mid isn't ganking with you. There's no pressure on the tower. You know, it's not like a hero's missing, so you can shove into him. You're basically just giving Gyro more safety by pushing the lane closer to him. The aggro back, that's fine. Stay close to this range creep, don't lose that one. Okay, good. Okay. Looks like you're gonna have to choose between these two. Yep, so because you were looking at those two creeps and you were watching them fight their individual battles, you saw that they were getting close and you didn't prep this creep, so let me rewind a little bit. You could have prepped the first one. So right here, nothing's going on. These creeps are kind of close. It looks like this one's going to drop faster, but the problem is this creep actually isn't fighting the other one. So you should prep this first one because you missed the second one here because you had to sort of last hit them at the same time and your attack speed isn't that high. So for this creep right here, you need to prep once and then hit again. But you're just kind of dancing around. You kill that one and you miss this one because of it. Okay. Alright, so now the lane is basically perfect for Gyro. So Gyro loves this lane position. So this lane position is about as perfect as it was for you when it was way back here over on the bridge. You keep pulling those creeps back, and you don't need to. It's okay, but you do pull them back farther than you do need to. And you're going to miss this range creep. You're just walking away. You're not even staying within XP range. Okay, you did walk back. That's good. For a second, I thought you were just going to walk away from it completely. And I was like, you're just missing a lot of free XP. Okay, deny. You could have that deny. You do like to use your Q to secure melee creeps, and that's not worth it. Your mana's too low, and you're not getting enough harass on the enemy heroes. You've also prioritized the Q, so I think this is the wrong skill build. So you're basically you're putting too many points into the Q, and you're only using it to secure melee creeps, and it's not great. You're not getting double hero overwhelming odds. If you use it like right here, and you got 2 heroes and 2 creeps, that'd be better. But you're almost always getting just the Gyro and just a melee creep, and sometimes you don't even secure the last hit with it. So I would prioritize more in either the passive or your buff, because with the range creeps, with the range heroes, you're not going to get them in the lane as much, and you're really losing out a lot. For the max Q build, you really need to have like at least one melee hero that's going to stand in the way, where you can get him, all the other
magic is an abomination.
All the other creeps at the same time. That one. Again, you waste your Q. It's a lot of mana just to get a melee creep. And you're playing a lot further back. Alright, that's an easy deny there. I'm trying to deny the catapult, that's not happening. Okay. Good gank from the Razor here. You need to buff the Razor or someone. Yeah, really buff the Razor. That's good stuff. Alright, you change your build for Soul Ring. I really don't like that. I don't think you're getting anywhere near enough value out of the Soul Ring. So with the new Soul Ring, you don't get health regen, you just get the strength. And I don't think you needed any of that. So I wasn't paying attention to your items on the side and what you were buying. This Soul Ring is not a great pickup here. Okay, so right there, you didn't need to... I don't know why you nuked right there. So you use your Soul Ring, you threw the nuke. There's no reason to do that. Like, you're just very passively, very calmly farming this wave to yourself. So the next creep wave for your team is right here. So there's no... Let me switch to free camera. This creep wave is right here. You don't need to kill these quickly to try and save the catapult. So this tower is going to hit this range creep. It's going to take a couple hits to get that. And by the time it kills that off, the next melee creep is going to be in front of the catapult. So this catapult is good. It's going to survive. You should actually be using your press the attack to buff the catapult so it attacks faster. You being over here is fine. The tower's aggro range is probably an arc like this, so you may be thinking you're probably the next closest person, even though Razor and the Range Creep are both closer than you. If you stand right outside the tower's aggro range, then you can sit here and farm these for free. There's absolutely no reason to use your Soul Ring, throw your nuke, and basically drop yourself lower for no reason, just in case something pops off. You can sit here and farm these creeps with your passive just fine. You're going to lifesteal off of them. They're not doing any damage to you. You've got chainmail, so you're already up to what, 10 armor? Yeah, these guys are doing 20 damage each. Like, they're poking you and tickling you. There's no damage coming from these creeps. You can sit here and farm them at your leisure. There's no reason to throw your Q to try and secure one. There's no enemy hero contesting you or anything like that. Yeah, I probably kind of talked too much on that, but really you can just stand here and passively farm these guys. Okay. Good stuff. No reason to deny that creep. So no one's in the area, no one's showing. Now if the gyro was there, they could deny, but... Okay, so you nuke that range creep below, and so now they're gonna get rid of this range creep. Because they'll die here. For free. Good buff on your Razor. That's good. Alright. You still got the range creep. Unlucky arrow on you. That's unfortunate. It's a shame that you use your Soul Ring to drop yourself lower. But the OD eventually shows up and kills you. Or saves you, kills him. Good buff. Okay, good attempt to use the Q to secure the kill. Ideally the kill should go on the core, but fortunately didn't. He's pushing a little too far now. Pop the wand, interesting. And again, so you just scared these guys off. No reason to deny those creeps. Well, you want to shove into the tower because you want to force rotation back. And so, you just killed off a couple people. Venge is going to be by herself under that tower. Yeah, you're denying the Venge a little bit of experience. But if you have twice as many creeps pushing that tower, it pressures like the Wind Ranger or the Earth Shaker or someone else to try and come up to that tower and relieve pressure on the other lanes. Because right now, you guys are shoved in really far, which is great. And the other two lanes are doing okay. But if you can pull another hero and then pull 4 people up to this fucking top lane, then the other 2 lanes are going to dominate. The rest of the team's going to have a much better time. So I don't think you need to deny those when there's no one around. And you're pushing into the tower. Because then, really, that also keeps the creep equilibrium way out here, so you can free farm this jungle in complete peace and basically get your health back with your passive. Still maxing overwhelming odds. We've never hit more than one person with it, so looks like we missed a little bit there. Alright. Looks like you gave OD your shovel, which is fine, gives him the extra 100 health, but what's going on here? You got a lot of money. Yep, not buying stuff, okay. Going back for the wand, change your mind, re-added it, okay. Don't mind that. Yeah, you should self-stack this. So you're at the stack time. Okay, so this is a big efficiency mistake. So you came up to this camp at the 50-second mark. Even if you're not a support, you should still stack camps for yourself. So at the 52, 53 second, you could attack that creep a couple times, walk back out here, and then it would stack, and then you would have 6 creeps to lifesteal off of instead of just 3. You're not getting the bonus gold for yourself because you self-stacked it, but you're still getting twice as many creeps to kill. And at this point, you want the extra creeps and gold and experience. So always when you're just kind of AFK farming in the jungle by yourself, self-stack your own camps if you're coming up to one at the 50-second mark. Okay, so that's not a self-stack. It looks like you're just running because you saw someone and you're getting scared that they're ganking you, which is fine. Got your phase boots. Should cut that tree. Save you a little bit of time. That's fine. All right, good animation canceling by moving in between every now and then, bringing the wave back. So you don't want to walk backwards when you're doing that. You want to walk side to side so that your turn rate doesn't slow you down as much. It looked like you're kind of turning around and then turning back forward. Really, the ideal way is to turn to the side and then turn back to the creep. Because your turn rate is too slow for you to get much efficiency. So you're actually not increasing that much. You should have taken that middle creep. I don't know why you let OD try and prep an orb on it. OD's been sucking a lot of your man, or not your man, a lot of your experience this game. Whatever. 10-minute mark, you're going for runes because OD isn't, so that's good on you. It's the right play. You've backpacked a mango. How long have you had that for? Is that a new one? That's good. What's going on here? Going for a duel, I guess. Okay. Okay, so right there, that's a slight inefficiency, and this is just something that I think of. I see Legion with Quelling Blade. So you TP over here. You want to come at them, but you don't want them to see you. So rather than go straight up this way, you want to go around. That's fine. So if you don't want to walk through the lane or go this way, you also don't have to walk all the way out here. So let's see, where's my little dry thing? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so you TP'd right about here-ish. You don't want to go this way, which is fine. So you decide to run all the way out here and go through the opening in the trees. That's highly inefficient. You have a Quelling Blade in your inventory. So what you need to do is you need to TP right here, run up to this tree, quell that tree, and then run through that tree to go whichever way you want to go, whether left or right, that's fine. But you're definitely wasting a lot of time, and I think you just TP'd down here to try and get a duel because you were otherwise, up at top free farming, so this is a bad position. You're a little too far from it, but the extra time you wasted running around this whole grove of trees is really bad. With that Quelling Blade, you really need to get used to killing trees in order to make your pathing quicker and to get you to either the next camp you're farming or the next kill. Because the time it takes you to run around here, I'm just going to predict right now that you just screwed up and missed your chance to gank. Coming in. Okay, so you still get there. You're a couple seconds late, but you're on time, or you're in the area. Okay, no mana void, and you missed it. Okay. So I'm going to say that because of how long that took, you ended up, you probably started the duel right here below where the Mirana's standing right now. If you had actually cut the tree or just ran straight in rather than doing this long loop around, you probably would have intercepted him over here. And so, that's not an awful lot of distance, but you would have started the duel here because for some reason Gyro, rather than running back up this way, baited for the team and ran this way along the high ground. You would have started the duel here, so that little bit of distance would have been the distance you saved from running off. Well, hell, actually, no, you ran way out here, so the difference there, it would have been more like here. You probably would have dueled the Gyro probably as he zigzag right here in between these trees. So either way, the duel is somewhere in this area rather than up here. You probably start the duel faster. AM doesn't have to over blink. So AM just beats on the guy right here rather than blinking past him because he thinks you're not going to catch up. Because I remember AM talking on voice saying he was trying to help. He actually blinked over to try and help body block because he thought you weren't going to get there in time for the duel. So the duel would have happened here. AM wouldn't have gotten arrowed. AM would have mana voided. You guys would have killed the Gyro, gotten the duel kill, and then these guys would have all shown up late, which is okay because Gyro would be dead, and then it would be you three against those three, and it wouldn't have been this complete team wipe. And so even if you did still lose the fight, you would have killed the Gyro and gotten the duel damage. So I think that basically cost you that entire fight there. And then they invis out afterwards. That's interesting. I thought they invis beforehand. Alright, so you're dead. We're going to continue. And actually, I think this is the end of laning stage, so we're down to mid-game and ganking. So we'll jump to the next hero.